Hi guys, back at school today, grabbing a few more things. I'm going to read to you again, and today I am going to read, this has been asked for by a few people, so those of you that don't know, Skippyjon Jones is he is a Siamese cat, but he wants to be a Chihuahua. So he's kind of ornery. He does some silly things, and just let me say, I am not fluent in Spanish, so some of the words I am probably going to not pronounce them correctly, but that's the beauty of teaching kindergartners, is that if you say it in a Spanish accent, they have no idea if it is right or not, so it's all good. So for those of you that do speak Spanish, sorry. Okay, before we start, this book does have parts that you get to participate in, and my kids, any of my kids, past kids, present kids, I have read these books to you numerous times. You already know what to do. So on the part that we sing and I kind of pause, you do two quick claps, and you'll know where that is. And my kids, you already know what to do. So teach your little brothers and sisters and your moms and dads how to do this. But this one is the original Skippyjon Jones by Judy Schachner. Okay, you see? Okay. Every morning, Skippyjon Jones woke up with the birds. And this did not please his mother at all. "Get yourself down here right now, Mr. Kitten Britches," ordered Mama Junebug Jones. "No self-respecting cat ever slept with a flock of birds," she scolded, "or ate worms, or flew, or did his laundry in Mrs. Doohiggy's bird bath." The lecture went on and on as usual. "You've got some serious thinking before you leave this room, Mr. Fuzzy Pants," said his mother, "about just what it means to be a cat, not a bird, not a mouse, or a grouse, not a moose, or a goose, not a rat, or a bat. You need to think about just what it means to be a Siamese cat. And stay out of your closet," she added, closing the bedroom door. But once he was alone, Skippyjon Jones began to bounce and bounce and bounce on his big boy bed. "Oh, I'm Skippyjon Jones and I bounce on my bed, and once or 6 times I land on my head." On his way down to earth from a gigantic big bounce, Skippyjon Jones shot past his bedroom mirror. "Holy guacamole!" exclaimed Skippyjon Jones. "What was that?" So up he went again, and again it appeared. Then, using his very best Spanish accent, he said, "My ears are too big for my head. My head is too big for my body. I am not a Siamese cat. I am a Chihuahua." Back on land, Skippyjon Jones climbed into his toy box and rifled through some of his old junk. After he put on his mask and sword and climbed onto his mouse, Skippyjon Jones began to sing in a mooey soft voice. "Oh, my name is Skippito Frisquito. I fear not a single bandito. My manners are mellow, I'm sweet like the jello. I get the job done, yes indeedo." Hope you guys remembered to do your claps. Back in the kitchen, Jujubee, Jezebel, and Jillyboo Jones were helping Mama Junebug Jones make lunch. Can Skippyjon come out of his room now?" asked Jujubee. "Nope," answered Mama Junebug Jones. "Mr. Fluffernutter is still thinking." In fact, Skippyjon wasn't thinking about being a Siamese cat at all. With a walk into his closet, his thoughts took him down a lonesome desert road far, far away in old Mexico. Not long into his journey, a mysterioso band of chihuahuas appeared out of the dust. "Ay, caramba, who goes there?" asked Skippyjon Jones. "We go by the name of Los Chimichangos," growled Don Diego, the biggest of the small ones. "Who are you?" "I am El Skippito, the great sword fighter," said Skippyjon Jones. Then the smallest of the small ones spoke up. "Why the mosquito, dude?" asked Poquito Tito. "I go incognito," said Skippito. "Do you like rice and beans?" asked Pentolito. "See, I love my sand beans," said Skippito. "He might be the dog of our dreams," whispered Rosalita. "Perhaps," said Tia Mia, "if he knows the secret password." Leaning toward Don Diego, El Skippito half sneezed, half spoke the secret password into the Chihuahua's very large ear. Chupichu! "Bless you," said Don Diego. "Gracias," said Skippito. "Then it is true," decreed Don Diego. "Yep. Yippee, yippito! It's the end of Alfredo Bazito. Skippito is here. We have nothing to fear. Adios to the bad bumbalito." Then all of the chimichangos went crazy loco. First, they had a fiesta. Then they had a siesta. But after waking up, the chimichangos got down to serious business. Using his paw, Don Diego drew a picture in the sand of the great bumbalito for Skippito to see. A hush grew over the chimichango so great that one could hear a whisker drop. "Alfredo Bazito," whispered the crowd. "El Blimpo, Bumbalito, Bendito." "See," said Poquito Tito. "The Bendito steals her frijoles." "Not your beans!" cried Skippito. "See?" Poquito continued. "Red beans, black beans, Boston baked and blue, cocoa, coffee, kidney beans, pinto, and jelly too. And now he comes for us," Poquito added. "Por qué?" asked Skippito. "Because we are full of the beans too." Then Don Diego stood tall and his most somber voice declared, "Yo quiero frijoles!" "Huh?" asked Skippito. "The dude just wants his beans back," said Poquito Tito. "And you are the dog for the job." "Me?" asked Skippito. Then all of the chimichangos turned toward Skippito, the great sword fighter. But poor Skippito had no time for a plan, because in the blink of an eye, a gigantic shadow darkened the landscape. The chimichangos scattered in all directions. "Vamos, Skippito, or it is you the Bendito will eato!" they cried. Skippito stood his ground, but his legs shimmied and shook like the jello, and his teeth chattered like the castanets. Then in a muy soft voice he said, "My name is Skippito Fresquito. I fear not a single Bendito." But Alfredo Bazito flew straight for Skippito until the bean-eating Bandito hovered only inches away from the great sword fighter's face. "Holy frijoles!" cried Skippito as he thrust his sword into the air. Suddenly, pop, went the Bandito, landing on Skippito's sword, and quicker than one could say Chihuahua's cheese and crackers, every kind of bean came spilling out of Alfredo Bazito, the Bumbalito Bandito. Then all the doggies burst into song. Here's your part again, okay? Do the 2 clap. Yip, yippee, yippito. Our hero is El Skippyjon. He's the dog of our dreams who delivered the beans, and now we can make our burritos. But back at home, there was such a ruckus coming from Skippyjon's room that Mama Junebug Jones and the girls just had to find out what was going on. They raced down the hall to Kitty Boy's room. Bangito, crashito, papito, Skippyto. Just in time to see Skippyjon's closet exploding. Then out flew Candy, Beanbag Doggies, and the Kitty Boy with his birthday piñata on his head. Skippyjon Jones! Hola, muchachitas, he said in a mooey soft voice. Mama Junebug Jones lifted up Skippyjon and covered his head with furry purry kisses. What am I gonna do with you, Mr. Cocoa Pug? She scolded. So what was the bumbleito? What was the beat? It was a piñata. It was in his closet. That night, when he was supposed to be going to sleep, Skippyjon began to bounce and bounce on his big boy bed. Oh, I'm Skippyjon Jones with a mind of my own, and I'll bounce on my bed for hours. I know I'm a cat, but forget about that. Say goodnight, Skippyjon Jones, called his mama. Buenas noches, mis amigos, said Skippyjon Jones. Skippyjon is probably one of my favorite characters to read. There's so many books. You guys can find them on YouTube too, and I think the author actually does do the read-alouds of these, that they're so fun to read. So I will pick some other ones today and try to bring those home and record those for you guys. To my students now, I think about you every day. I miss you guys. I hope you're staying busy, and hopefully I will see you soon. And I am telling you, I promise you, that when all this craziness is said and done, and we can be back to normal, we are going to do something fun. Picnic, a get together, something. So you guys be thinking, and I'll be thinking too. But until then, love you guys.